Good day, everybody. Let's say as a law enforcement officer, you're out on a regular patrol, you're on foot, you've already worked 10 hours of your shift, you get 2 hours left, you're getting ready to go home, you're thinking about what you're going to do when you get home with your family. You get a call, there's a robbery in progress about a block away from you. You know the location, it's had problems before. You start running down that way as they're yelling out over the radio the description of the subject. As you turn the corner to where you can actually see the store, you see an individual matching that description running towards you. At the same time you see him, he sees you. He tackles you and takes you to the ground, and a ground fight ensues. So now the question is, you still want to go home at the end of the day in 2 hours, don't you? Have you trained yourself and prepared for that situation to ensure that you're able to go home? So I'm Officer Spears, and I'm going to be here today to talk to you about some of the important reasons why you need to practice and train for both ground fighting and stand-up fighting for law enforcement. Some agencies will go over it more than others. And by the end of the day, it's your responsibility to make sure that you can go home safely. So today I'm going to go over some of the importance of why you need to do it. Then I'm going to go over some of the benefits of training in some kind of martial arts. Then I'm going to go over some ways that you can train in those martial arts to get and then maintain your proficiency levels. At the end, I'll wrap everything up and leave my contact information, so if you have questions, you can contact me. So to start with, let's go over some of the importance of why you need to train with martial arts. A situation like I just told you is a very real situation for law enforcement nowadays. Every day you go to work, you could encounter somebody that you have to go hands-on with. Not everybody we deal with, we can use what's on our duty belt. If they aren't presenting some kind of deadly threat to you, you can't pull your pistol. If they aren't actively resisting you, you can't use your taser or baton. And at those times, you have to use your hands. Or if they come up on you very quickly like that, where they just tackle you and take you to the ground, you don't have time to go to anything else. So you have to know how to go hands-on. A lot of officers nowadays have not trained or ever had experience with any kind of fighting. Growing up, they might not have ever been in any kind of fight at school. So the first time you get in a fight, you don't want it to be on the street while you're in uniform with your extra duty gear, while this person who's fighting you might already have a lot of experience. So you need to train. That is why it's very important. Another benefit, according to Kelly Hartman, is that it helps you to maintain both your physical and emotional control while you're in those situations. In a fight or flight situation, you're going to have an adrenaline dump. When a criminal comes at you and tackles you to the ground, you're going to have some kind of emotional and physical reaction to it. But you have to control that until you can finish what has just started. You can't start freaking out and freeze up because you're scared. If you do that, you've already lost the fight. You have to control that until you're done. Then you can let your emotions wash over you, and you can think about it after. In the meantime, you got to do your job, and you have to get ready to go home by finishing what just started. So let's go over some benefits. Any kind of martial arts training is a form of exercise. A result of that is you will increase your cardiovascular and possibly your strength abilities. For somebody who might be overweight, it's a great way to lose some weight and increase your fighting skills at the same time. That's another benefit, is your skills on the ground or standing up, depending on the martial art discipline you're choosing, will improve. So whenever you're in a situation where you have to fight somebody, you'll know what to expect more than somebody who's never done it before. Another benefit, depending on what type of training you're doing, according to Peter Tiffany, is that the turning of your spine and the movements involved can help massage your organs and can help increase blood flow. It can help maintain your strength and your flexibility, especially with a slower moving martial arts such as Tai Chi. But any martial arts will obviously have some kind of physical benefit related to it. So now let's go on to some of the training methods that you can do. I'd recommend at least once a week, preferably twice a week, you need to be doing 30 minutes to an hour of martial arts training. Now, where can you do it? Nowadays, in most major cities, there'll be some kind of gym or dojo that teaches some kind of martial arts, whether it's Kempo, karate, taekwondo, Brazilian jiu-jitsu. There's multiple types of martial arts that you can choose from. I'd recommend learning the basics of a stand-up fighting technique and then some ground fighting techniques. You could choose boxing and jiu-jitsu. You could choose judo and then wrestling. Anything that gives you a combination of the two would be very beneficial. However, if you're paying for a dojo membership, it can be expensive. When I went to one with me and my wife, it was $120 a month after a discount. With law enforcement, we don't make a lot of money, and that's a big chunk right there that I don't have anymore in my wallet. So a way you can avoid doing that is they actually have DVDs and online videos that you can do now. You would just have to have a training partner. You can also watch YouTube videos, or you can get some kind of manual. Now with that, depending on the martial arts style, like with jiu-jitsu, it's very hard to do by yourself. With boxing, you can do a lot of that on your own. But if you're going to do one where you need a partner, you can use either your spouse, you can use a family member, a friend, or get somebody with your agency. It'd be a great way for you to help spread it throughout your agency to increase both your skills and their skills. So this was a very quick overview on the importance of why you need to train yourself for a hands-on situation in law enforcement. I'm going to list my references down below as well as my contact information. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me and I'll try to answer them for you. If you need a training partner, I'm also willing to do that as well. In the meantime, stay safe out on patrol and train hard.